everyone. I'm Donna Bush with your CIGTV News Update. Thanks for joining us. We begin with today's signing of the contract for the first phase of the Owen Roberts Airport redevelopment and expansion project. Signing the contract were CIAA CEO Albert Anderson and the contracting company. The expansion phase will include construction of a 29,000 square feet area. Phase 2 will include expansion of the existing departure lounge. Now, the construction is not expected to impact daily operations at Owen Roberts International Airport. It will take place on both the east and west sides of the building during Phase 1 and cost some $3.6 million. Attending the contract signing was CIAA officials, Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Moses, and Premier, the Honorable Alden McLaughlin. Speaking of our Honorable Premier, on Monday morning he also announced government's assistance to the island of Dominica. The Eastern Caribbean island was recently struck and damaged by Tropical Storm Erica.
Last week, my caucus and ultimately the cabinet have decided to make a financial contribution to the government of Dominica to aid with the recovery efforts. And we have already donated to them the sum of US $500,000 to aid with their recovery. I've been asked by Pastor Royer to encourage the private sector and civil society to support the various initiatives that DomK are proceeding with, which includes the collection of dry food items and other necessities, as well as cash donations to assist those in need. We have also indicated to Prime Minister Skerritt and to Pastor Royer that if there are sufficient goods, food items, other necessities that are collected in Cayman, that we will make Cayman Airways available to fly to the nearest possible country, because the airport in Dominica is not able to accommodate the 737s. So it would have to be probably Antigua or Guadeloupe or somewhere like that. But that is still something in the works. As I said, I want to take the opportunity to encourage local people here to be generous in their donations. Dominica is one of our regional nations. We don't have to ask or speculate about how terrible a disaster this is. We can just think back to Hurricanes Ivan and Paloma. But in the case of Dominica, which I visited a number of times, it is much worse than we can even contemplate here, because it is a very mountainous and country with lots of rivers. There are 13 main bridges. Many of those have been taken out completely. Whole communities have been cut off. At last count, when I spoke to Prime Minister Skerritt on Friday, there were 31 dead and still a significant number of people unaccounted for. So while some people in Cayman may think that Dominica is remote from us, they're all our brothers, our Caribbean brothers and sisters, and Cayman is in a position where we can offer some assistance, and we think it's only the right and Christian thing to do what we can on this side and on our part to assist our brothers and sisters over there.
And in other news, the 4th annual Sypek Careers Fair ended on Friday. Attending for the 3rd year was Education Minister Mr. Winston Connolly, who talked to CIGTV about Sypek and the benefits of the center and the annual Careers Fair to all involved.
The thing that amazes me is that when you talk to the parents, when you talk to the employers, you get the real value of what Sypek is. And that's the other thing that I wanted to kind of impart. It's that negative, connotation with Sypek. People go, oh, it's just for people to repeat, when they haven't achieved that at the lower level. And it's not. It opens their minds up. It opens their opportunities up. Gets them work placement. It gets them jobs. Sypek can be, and I know it's a work in progress, but it can be this amazing, place that allows our children to get a kind of snapshot of the real world, interaction with employers where they wouldn't have normally gotten it, and then opportunities, because that's really what you want. You want to give young Caymanians opportunities so that they can be better informed, so that when they do take that next step, either into university or in the workplace, they're better prepared, and it's a win-win-win situation.
We also heard from Hugh Moses, of HSM, an employer who's been represented at the fair from the beginning, and a former Sypek student who went through internships and now has permanent employment with one of the dozens of companies who showcase at the Sypek fair each year.
If we're hiring, which we usually are, we're looking for 1 or 2 new students each October to come on board as full members of staff, then we'll be trying to select and hire from those 4 people that have gone through the summer program. So it's a great way for us to take a long, hard look at the students over an extended period of time, and a great way for the students to know whether this is an organization they really want to be part of longer term.
Well, it has really benefited me because it obviously gave me an experience to work in their department, the IT department. They took me on summer, Christmas and Easter holidays, and they offered me a part-time contract as well as going to school, and I'm able to share my knowledge with the students over the past 3 years coming back to the Sypek job fair, which is very good.
Well, as always, if you missed today's news update, you can get all the details on our Facebook page as well as our YouTube channel. For now, I'm Donna Bush, wishing you a wonderful night. Thanking you as always for joining me, and I invite you to join me here again tomorrow. Until then, bye-bye for now.